Hi beautiful people, welcome to Kate's Space. I'm Kate from Pixie Designs. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. I am doing another video for the hashtag abcApril2025 collaboration with Toni from Crafty by Toni and Margaret from Seven Plaza. We are well into this month with so many amazing junk journal ideas, and I'm just trying to incorporate this collaboration with a journal that I'm working on so that I'm killing two birds with one stone. Seemed to make sense to me. So I am wanting to do a multi-pocket page. So I'm going to use M for multi-pocket. Maybe it's a stretch, but that's what I'm doing. It starts with M, so it works for me. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it works out because I haven't done anything like this before. I'm going to use lots of sort of envelopes, a few vintage things, a few copies, and then see if it kind of works. Yeah, let's get into it. So my page that I'm going to do this on is an old book page which has just got type on it. It's not anything special, so I'm actually going to cover it. I'm going to chop this down to start with. So this is a piece of, obviously it's a piece of blank music manuscript, one of my favourite papers to use in a journal, and I've sprayed it with various sort of spray ink things. It hasn't torn the best, but that's okay. Now I'm going to leave this on because I may end up using it as a hinge. I'm not sure. So the first thing I want to do is strengthen this. I want to use this. It's been lying around for a while, and I want it to be a pocket. So I'm going to glue it to here, and that will give it some strength. I think that'll be enough strength at the top. Maybe I'll actually fold this down. Hang on. So this video is going to go up while I'm away. I'll be at Barb's, my friend Barb's, helping her sort out her craft room apparently, which I'm sure will be a lot of fun. Okay, so that's nice and strong, and then I'm going to glue it on, and these can be my gussets. So that page is getting sticky. But yeah, I wanted a few videos or a video to go up while I was away. So this is what I've come up with. I hope you enjoy it. Hope you're all well. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I will have spent the weekend with my children, my girls, or two of them anyway, and my grandchildren because it's Lucia's second birthday. Can't believe how big she is getting. She's quite the character, that baby. Not that she's so much of a baby anymore, but she's certainly given us a run for our money, that one. But she's delightful. Head full of curly hair, which is great because I'm the only curly haired person in this family. So now I've got someone else to share that trait with. Right, I'm going to back this. So this is a copy of a letter card that I have. So I've copied it. It's on cardstock, so it's quite strong, but I don't want the white, the bright white. So I'm going to glue that onto here, and that will just give it a sort of a nicer thing inside. It's probably going to make it quite bulky, but I want to use it. Again, it's something that I copied a long time ago. It's been around for a while, and it's time to use it. So I'm hoping I've left enough room in this journal for a few bulky pages. Okay, my glue stick's run out. Yeah, when I was making this journal, I had so many more pages in it, and I actually removed quite a lot because I didn't want it. I wanted it to have room to grow in it, and even so, I still haven't finished decorating it. And yeah, I don't know. It's really, really hard to know when to stop. The thing is, if it's things that can come out, it means that the person, the end user, can remove them, and it can end up being a lot less bulky. I hope I've done all the glue on there properly. Can you see me? Yes. So I'm just going to glue that on there, and then I'll cut around it or tear around it. Excuse the noise. So yeah, this is not to reinforce it. I mean, if I had copied that onto some normal paper, maybe I would have needed to reinforce it, but for some reason I did it on cardstock. And though some of these photochrome letters cards, I've got another one somewhere, they are quite on cardstock. Right, we need to wait for that to dry before we can bend it, really. So that's that drying. That's that drying. I've got this little, for some reason I just have taken a fancy to this little envelope, and this one's going at the top here, and it's going to have this little slide on it, but I need to decide what I'm going to put in there, whether a picture or something. So a little pop of red there, and then this one's going down here, and this one's going to open up, so that's why I was wondering about whether that needs to be hinged there. It needs to be hinged this way over the top there. Yeah, just the mechanics are the thing I struggle with things like this. And I think I'm going to put this picture on here. This is from Sam Paul's Sea Treasures kit. So yeah, I'm going to give that a little bit of a rough up with my sanding block and some ink. It's fun doing these little things though, because it's good to experiment and try new things, and if they don't work, it doesn't matter too much, as long as you're having a good time trying these things. And also I feel good when I'm using some of the things that I've been holding on to. So I've got a couple of these slide covers. I've got this Kodak one, which I love because it says Palm Beach on it, upside down though, but I think I'm going to use this one with the red, and then I've got this red here. And I wanted this to open this way because I thought, oh, there's some lines on there that someone could maybe write on. And then I'm going to put a closure here. So let's do the closure. Thinking about what I might like to use for that. I think I'd like to use just something sort of creamy. So I'm just going to punch out a couple of circles for now, those two. Like that. And I'm just going to do a little policy closure, though in saying that then there's not much writing space. I can make it long like that. I think that's okay. I mean, if people want to write, if someone wants to write down here, someone can. Yep. And I'm just wondering whether I want to do another circle in the middle of their smaller one. I have a very creaky chair. Okay, so I'm just going to crinkle these all up a bit and age them. And I might just put a little bit of, I might use a darker ink on the brown. How is everybody today? I hope you're all well. I did ask you about your weekend. I hope you had a great weekend. I can't exactly tell you how my weekend was because, you know, as you know, I'm doing this in advance, filming this ahead of time. But I'm pretty sure it will have been good. Today's just the day before I leave, and I'm a little bit nervous about the drive. I always do get a little bit nervous, but I'm sure it'll be just fine once I get there. Briley said my bed's all made, so that's nice. They're ready for me. We might go and look at a few places that I might be able to hire a dress for Briley's wedding, just in case my dress that I'm having altered doesn't come back in time, which is highly likely. They said they probably won't get it done in time. I might just do a little bit of inking on this envelope while I'm waiting. I was actually thinking about how I want this one to close, and I'm not sure. Might just have a little rusty, paper clip. Okay, so I think this is going to have to be dry enough for the sake of the video. So I want to fold that like that. So that's going to be a bit of a gusset for that pocket. Make it a little bit more roomy. And we've strengthened that paper, so that's good. I'm going to cut along the bottom. So that's just copy paper it's blue copy paper that I've dyed with coffee to make it look a bit sort of greeny blue. Okay, yeah, I'm okay with that. And I'm going to do my little, just going to cut that on a slight angle there, and then cut these corners out. And I'll just try and edit this video so it's not too long. Okay, so that's that pocket there. Now I am going to ink this up a bit. Let's see what we've got. This is kind of what I'm thinking. So we will be able to hopefully lift this up and put something in this envelope. Maybe that needs to be lower. Put something in that pocket. Although, you know, obviously we'll have to take it out to open that, but I'm okay with that. I don't mind that. This is going to go here, this way. And open up there like that. So yeah, like that. Has my paint dried yet? Pretty much. So let's do the closure on here. Where's my little roundy bits? And we will see how, see if I can get the brads in the middle. I will do my best. Right, so we've got this and this. And I want to put a brad in there. Okay, I think if it goes there, it won't be too awful. Right. let's pop it in. Let's see how it looks. Actually not too bad. Okay, so that's cool. That's gonna go there. Let's do the other one before. And try and get it in the middle-ish. No, down there maybe. Over a bit. There. Oh, I don't think that's very in the centre, but never mind. It will do. Okay, put the brad through. Yeah, it's a bit off. That's okay. And there and there. Okay, so this is the hardest one to do. Let's find the centre of this. And I think I want this quite high up so there's lines below it. So I'm going to put it there. And hope that looks okay. Split the pins. Press it a little bit flat, and then I'll put some tape over it now while I'm thinking about it. A bit of sticky tape. See if I can get it in there. It's going to be tricky. My short fingers. Got it. Perfect. Okay, that's great. And then the next one is going up here, so there, I think. Hopefully this will look all right. Cute. And then I'm just going to lift up some of this brown just to make it look a bit tattier, and then I will use string. Okay, so we've got that little envelope sort of sorted. Where will we, oh, it's going that way, and this is going on here. And I'm just wondering if I want something underneath it, like some brown paper. Maybe. Oops. Okay, that wasn't clever. I didn't want to tear that much off. Yeah, it's a little bit of a frame around it. Yep, that'll do. That'll be good, I think. Oh wow, it's sliding around on my... Okay, there. Good to use up some scraps that are sort of left over from other things I'll be making, so that's all good. So I think that's where she's going to go. Okay, well that's done, and if we don't use it for this, we can use it for something else. And we've got that pocket. So I just need to have a think. Oh, that's right, I wanted, okay, so I'm just going to lift this because I'm thinking I want this to come over. I'm just going to tear it down because that's going to be our hinge for that, I think. like I said, I'm just sort of having a bit of an experiment. Yeah, I definitely wanted that not to have anything on there. Did I? Or would I prefer it with something on there? No, I'm just going to put it here for now. Right, so this, I'm going to tear that off because we don't need that piece. Okay, this goes under here. This goes under here. Okay, it might work, guys. Right, now we need to just go around and tear all this paper off here. Right, I'm going to cut down here because that's where this slides in, and I think I want to have that. So I'm going to try and make that look as natural as possible. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. At this stage, I just had folded a piece of old paper as the foldy bit, just for now. I don't know if I'll use this, but I definitely want to be able to see that. So that's going to open, and that's going to open that way. Oh, so I'm just wondering if I use some of the same paper as what we've used here, and we only want it to be as tall as this. Right, I'm going to make this the right size. I'll be right back. I think I want that to go under there and match up. I mean, it's not perfect, but that's okay. And this needs to be folded over, and it goes there. So I line those lines up. This will go here. The mechanics get me. Okay. So I really like that, how it looks. Let's just see if it's actually going to work. So this envelope needs to go under the, needs to go on top of that hinge, but under that hinge. And same with that pocket, I think. Yeah. Yes, that's right. And that needs to go there. And that needs to go there. We need to find something to go in our slide. Just something, a little tiny picture or something. And I only really want a little bit of paper on here. I almost want that, just that plain piece. I don't even really want to cover that up. And then what I'm hoping, let's just think about this. Will that open? Will we be able to open that? I think we'll struggle actually. Now I come to think about it, I think we're going to struggle to open that, so does this need to go this way? Let's have a look, and then we open it up that way. And that would open up out that way. I think that would work. I think that will work. So my piece of paper is just going to go along here. Okay. I think it's going to work. Are you still with me? Maybe not. That's okay. All right, and then I don't think it needs to be a huge big hinge. It needs to probably be decent. So I'm going to try and tear this down straight if I can. I think that's a straight edge there. So let's get the ruler and go with here. I think that's going to give us a decent amount of hinge, is it? Maybe we'll go there. Okay. And that's going to match up. I'm going to match those lines up as best I can. And that fold with that. I'm going to glue it on. Doesn't matter if it doesn't work. We can take it apart, tear it all up, throw it in the bin, whatever. We can do whatever we want. So let's just give it a go. It's a lot of fun. It is going to be bulky, especially when I put something in it, but oh well. I think the journal's big and strong. It can handle it. So she's a big strong girl. But I do want the lines matching up, and I want that. Ooh, come on, Kate. Come on. That matching up. Okay, I think I did it in time. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's okay, I think. And then we decided this needed to go this way. Yeah. That needs to be glued down a bit better there. It's funny when you do these things, you don't want to cover anything up, but I mean, the thing is, it's a copy. It's not even an original, so it's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to glue this hinge onto this envelope. And I'm hoping that we will be able to open that. Right, let me just glue this a bit more firmly on there. Oh, I haven't glued it at all because it's just held by the bit of glue on the picture. There we go. Oh, imagine if you spend all this time on something and then you end up not liking it, but oh well. That won't be the first time that's happened. Okay. So this one's going here, and that's getting glued down, and it's just a little envelope thing. Yep. It's not a pocket as well, because that would be, I think that would be too, yeah, that would be too much. Let's draw the line. Let's draw the line there. The envelope can just be an envelope on our multi-layered page, multi-pocket page. Okay, so that's done. And then this one is going here. Okay, I'm going to glue that one down. The pin out would help. Oh, we've been going a while. I'll try and hurry up. Not very straight by the looks, but anyway, there we go. That's going there like that. Now, I haven't really thought about what's holding all this closed. I kind of like the idea of something like this. I just don't know if that looks right because she's in red. And that's going there. Let's find some things that might go in these pockets because probably should have put that down a bit lower, but that can tuck under there. Yeah, I mean that still sort of works. That can tuck under there. I mean, we can't put anything very big in here because it will stick up above. Just wondering if we need a different coloured ribbon here. Although I do quite like the blue crinkled ribbon. We've got grey. I've got a sort of a greeny grey colour. Let's have a look where it might go in the journal and see if that helps us sort of finish it off. And I'm hoping that the page I've chosen is going to be strong enough. Is it that one? No. It's going to be this one here. And I was going to glue it straight onto this page here like this. So that opens that way, but that's okay, it does work. We can get that open. That opens out. And then we've got a tuck spot there and our little envelope there. I don't know, what do you guys think? Yes or no? I quite like it. Again, so that's my multi-layer page for the letter M for the ABC challenge. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you again soon in the next video. Have a great week. Bye.